Folks, we got to start things off by addressing the controversy that was in the news about this team last week. Some of you may have heard about Mike Francesa getting into a feud with a prominent media personality. Yes, after last week's heartbreaking loss to Arizona, Paul Finebaum had this to say about Mike Francesa.
Stay in your lane, okay? Job one, win enough games to get to some stupid bowl game. Don't worry about the big boys because you're not one of them. You somehow got this shot, and you're talking like you belong at the table with Ohio State and Georgia. You don't. Just try to win maybe 6 games. Quit choking big games on the final play, and leave the punditry to the professionals.
Now, we were able to catch Mike's candid reaction to this during a press conference this week when he found out about these comments. Here's how he reacted.
Oh, my God. I mean, you can't be this dense. I mean, really, I'm worried about you.
Mike also addressed the controversy during his weekly coaches call-in show. He was a little bit more measured here. I guess he had some time to reflect, and this is what he had to say.
Justin and Dobbs Ferry, what's up, Justin?
Hey, Mike, don't let the trolls get you down.
Listen, you know what? They should realize by now nothing they will ever say or what anyone will ever say. If you do what I do, you cannot let the public or 1/10 of it impact you, or 1/100th of it. You cannot. You're not going to please everybody. You're going to have people who try to annoy you. That's part of being in the public eye. You cannot let that.
You're number one.
You cannot let people bother you. Just do your job. That's all you can do. That stuff does not even faze me.
So if you are to believe Mike, it sounds like he's not too worried about it. One thing he is worried about is the Pac-12 season opener against Washington State. And Hofstra's across midfield here on their first drive already, as they're going to throw an interception there right on Quandre Hines. Perhaps I jinxed him, as number 10 comes away with the pick. Keontae Tyson going to have to chase him down. Looked like the flat defender just dropped back. He was looking for Strickland on a corner route, and the underneath defender just dropped back into the throwing lane and was able to pick it off. Not a good start there for Hofstra after the first drive was starting to look a little promising. So now after that, Washington will be set up immediately in Hofstra territory after a nice return there. So not the start Hofstra envisioned here, as Washington State sets up from the 39. I think I just called them Washington and not Washington State. I'm sure nobody in the Evergreen State will have a problem with that mix-up. Though if we're being real, I've never been to Pullman, Washington, but Seattle is definitely way cooler. There's no way that that's not true. Wazzu going tempo now. The Cougars got a 1st and 10 here, and they're going to hand off to the running back. He's going to get a about almost 10. They're going to call it 2nd and inches here. Again, tempo from Washington State here. This is something that Hofstra has struggled with at times. That ball incomplete, however. It's going to be 3rd and inches now. 3rd and inches, Washington State in an empty set. They throw this one underneath quick on a drag route. That's going to be a 1st down. 1st and goal, Washington now, or Washington State. All right, all jokes aside, I'm going to try not to do that anymore. 1st down play, picks up just 1 yard in the flat. 2nd and goal now from the 5-yard line. They RPO this one outside and breaks a tackle, gets a little block on the edge, and he is able to head into the end zone. So Washington State goes up 7-0 here in the first quarter. Hofstra gets it back. And Hines looks for Keyshawn Robinson on a fade route, but he wasn't able to get behind the defenders. The ball was overthrown anyway. In the go-go formation here now, Hines is going to keep this one. And looked like he had some room for a 2nd, but just a 3-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 here. Big play for Hofstra here early in this game, and it's going to be dumped underneath to Robinson, who's able to use his speed. Wasn't really open, but he came back for the ball and was able to get the edge and pick up the 1st down. So now on 1st down, they swing a screen out to Scooter Page. And again, just poor blocking in space. Players who don't really make anybody miss, and unfortunately he just picks up a yard. Now they throw this one to Tyson, who's trying to run back behind a blocker, but he ends up losing a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now for Hofstra. Another big play here. And Hines is going to be sacked. Big 55 gets in there. Hofstra's going to have to punt now on 4th and 18. Thus far, I think you got to say that Quandre Hines has been an impressive freshman. They put up a great fight last week and almost knocked off the Arizona Wildcats. And the week before, they absolutely lit up the Buffalo Bulls. And Quandre Hines looked like a seasoned vet in that game. As that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Washington State 7, Hofstra 0. Hofstra just 3.2 yards per play. Washington State 5.4. Those aren't good numbers for Mike Francesa and his boys. That's going to have to turn around, or Paul Finebaum will keep talking his trash. Now the second down play here, Holland runs right by the guy and allows him to pick up a first down on the screen pass. So 1st and 10 here from the 44, and they hand this one off, and they're able to push him out of bounds for just a gain of 1 yard. Poor tackling, but luckily the sideline was our friend there. Now they're going to swing this one out in the flat and lose another yard. Again, nobody open downfield. They tried to check it down and didn't go anywhere. 3rd and 12 here. Big play for Hofstra to try to get off the field. All day in the pocket. Finally, they send someone, and they get him to throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. So finally, one of the zone defenders broke out and rushed the quarterback and sped him up a little bit. Keontae Tyson fields the punt, and number 10 with a big tackle there, because it looks like without him, Tyson might have turned the corner. Now they're going to option out with Strickland, and Hines plays it safe there, doesn't try to pitch with the defender on his right shoulder. But if he could have got that to Strickland, it would have been a big play. Hand off to Tyson up the middle, just 2 yards. So far, not really getting a push in the run game. Now they're going to motion receiver, throw underneath to him on a drag route. They get 6 yards. It's a manageable 4th down. They got Hines in the empty set. They're going to run him up the middle, and he's going to get there for the first down. Out to the 43-yard line, where Hofstra will continue this drive. Now another handoff to Tyson, and again, just 2 yards. This running game is not effective thus far. They're going to motion Page into the backfield again, and they're going to triple option off the left side. And they get 4 yards there. Again, not a chance to really make the pitch there, playing it safe at least. Now Keyshawn Robinson into the backfield. They're going to swing a screen out to him, and it's going nowhere. So a big 4th and 4 here. Hofstra going to go for it. Hines in the shotgun as we approach the 2-minute warning. It'll be after this play. He dumps it off to Scooter Page, just barely getting rid of it, with the defender barreling down on him. Definitely took a shot there, but they do pick up the first down, and now on the other side of the 2-minute warning, Tyson on the handoff. A nice juke move. He gets 5 yards. It's 2nd and 5 now. Let's see if Hofstra can get on the board here. They're going to go read option, and Hines has his space off the right side. Tons of room, and he runs this one all the way down to the 22-yard line. Nice play there for Hofstra. Now they're going to swing motion Tyson off the left side. They're going to throw a little screen to him, and he's going to be tackled for a loss there, as once again blocking out in space, just not advantageous for Hofstra. Now they're going to throw this one underneath to Strickland, and he will make this a 3rd and 9 here. Big play coming up. And they throw this one to the corner, and that is incomplete. It'll be 4th and 9. They do attempt a field goal, and that's good. Hofstra is on the board here in the first half. It is 7-3 with 39 seconds left. Unfortunately, we had a technical glitch there that caused us to miss that play. So it will be 1st and 10 there. We lost 5 seconds of game time. They got a first down, took a timeout, it looks like. And on first down, they pick up about 7. Now 2nd down, 25 seconds left. They're going to launch this one deep down the right side, and they're just able to break it up. Quincy Blue just able to get over there. That was close. 3rd and 3 now. They got a short route over the middle open. He's got his tight end who breaks the tackle and gets into Hofstra territory. 17 seconds left now in the first half. They bring a blitz here, and they're getting in there, and he just has to throw it away as Hofstra was chasing down that quarterback. The blitz is pretty effective there. Now 2nd and 10. And he just throws this one away. It's going to be 3rd and 10 with 9 seconds left. Can Hofstra hold them down here and get into halftime only down 4 points? Dropping back on 3rd and 10, and again, he's just going to throw this one away. It's going to be 4th down, and Washington State is going to punt, even though Hail Mary probably makes the most sense here with only 4 seconds left. We sent a field goal block, and it didn't work, so I just got out of the way. That'll take us to halftime. And so at halftime, our score is Washington State 7, Hofstra 3. I'd like to address the technical difficulties of what I'm calling it when the stream glitches out and we skip a play. I think those will be fixed very soon because I'm going to buy a capture card to get higher quality recordings. So I think the quality of the videos will be better as well. I'm going to buy that probably this week when my work bonus hits. So I just want to let anybody know that we are working towards improvement here for this operation. Now into the second half, Washington State will start with the ball and hand off to 15, and he will get just 4 yards. 2nd and 6 as they continue to go hurry up here with the no huddle. And the QB has to roll out, and he finds a man as he's able to pull Oluwave off of him because he was worried about the scramble. So now it'll be 1st and 10. Again, hurry up. They hand this one off the right side. Oluwave gets in the backfield and hits the running back. He's able to slow him down. He does not make the tackle, but another guy is able to come there and finish the job. Just a 1-yard gain. Now another handoff up the middle, and again, 2 linebackers converge. That looks like Oluwave and Bubba Van Claiborne, the 35-year-old out of Canada. Now it's 1st and 10 here, and they're going to throw a screen out and get 8 yards. We told you about Bubba Van Claiborne's stint in a Canadian prison. We didn't tell you about how Mike Francesa found him. Bubba was actually working as a bouncer at one of those Hofstra bars on Hempstead Turnpike that lets in underage kids. Allegedly. Mike drove by one day on his way to his office at Hofstra, and he saw him outside the door, and he said, "Who's that guy?" Bub actually wasn't even enrolled in school at that point. Mike had to pull some strings and get him admitted, and the rest is history. So now 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Washington State will crawl into the end zone with no resistance. It's easy to score from the 1 when your offensive line pushes the defense 2 yards into the end zone. And that will put Washington State up by a score of 14-3. Hofstra back on the ball now here for the first time in the 3rd quarter. A bit of a time-consuming drive for Washington there, actually. Almost took 3 minutes off the clock. The computer usually, that's like a 20-minute drive for the computer. Now Hines going to try to keep this on a zone read, and he will get 3 yards. Just not quite fast enough to beat defenders to the edge. They're going to triple option here, and it's going to go disastrously. It's picked up on the ground, and they're going to be in a terrible spot now. They lose 19 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 26. Now they're going to dial up the 3rd and 26 play, and they're going to loft this one up on a little corner route, and he's got his man. That is a catch along the sideline. He got 22 to make it 4th and 4. So Hofstra will go for it here on 4th and 4, and Hines will get rocked as he throws it, and that will fall incomplete. Left tackle just got whooped there. So Washington State will be back on the ball here early in the 3rd quarter. This one thrown deep down the middle, so close to being intercepted by Oluwave, but they just sneak it in there. I mean, that's the kind of game it's been for Hofstra this far. And again, hurry up. They're back on the ball, and they RPO this one out. And nice tackle there. Looks like might have been Quincy Blue. 2nd and 9, under 1 minute here in the 3rd quarter. Second half, 3rd quarter kind of going by quick at least. They hand this one off the left side, and just nobody able to do anything. We had a receiver blocking a DB like 5 yards into the end zone. That was brutal. Nobody tried to make a play. And now here on the next drive, very lucky that ball wasn't intercepted. Looking for DJ Brown on a crossing route. Now, a screen play here they set up, and they got Tyson off the left side.
Come on, dude. Fucking block this guy.
And sorry, I accidentally left my mic on when I was recording this also. That will also not be a concern when I have a capture card. Also, pardon my French for that. Some candid emotion shining through there, you know. 3rd and 6 goes terribly, so we're going to try 4th and 6. And that's going to go worse. It's going to be intercepted, and this is going to go all the way back to the house. I think I'm going to express some displeasure again, I was about to say. I think that might happen one more time. Now here we come out again and throw a pick on the first play of our drive. We're looking for Keyshawn Robinson on a post route. That's just a route we know we can't throw against a single high coverage, but we tried it anyway. I thought maybe if I held it long enough to where he crossed the face of the safety, it would have a chance.
I'm so mad about this.
There's, again, some more candid emotion shining through. Turns out it did not work out, and we threw an interception, and they got a really big return down to the 22. On first down, they pick up 1 yard down to the 21. 2nd and 9 here. Hofstra going a little heavier on the personnel to try to stack up against the run, maybe get off the field here. Again, they stop him for no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 9. And they're going to pass this time, but they're going to get sacked. Loss of 11 yards. And so they're going to have to try a field goal here. And Glenn comes off the edge with a good jump, but he blocks it. It's blocked by Hofstra. Quincy Blue picks it up, and he's on the run. Quincy Blue down the sideline. No one's going to touch him. He's going all the way for a Hofstra touchdown. The Flying Dutchmen are flying into the end zone. So if the offense can't do it, I guess the special teams will try. As our cheerleader holds a blank sign over her face, which I guess is just something she does when we're losing to hide her face in embarrassment. A huge play for Hofstra. I called them the Flying Dutchmen because they used to be called the Flying Dutchmen way back. Now going for 2 here. They'll hand it off up the middle. And they're going nowhere. They'll be stuffed for nothing there. So the 2-point conversion fails. Washington State back on the ball. I absolutely should have onside kicked there, down 18 points. I think my mind was just thinking like, oh, it's only the beginning of the 4th quarter, without realizing these quarters are 6 minutes long.
Come on, dude.
Again, I think that's the last time you're going to hear me complain about the game. But this one's called back anyway, so somehow 2nd and 11 only becomes 2nd and 13 after a holding call, but I don't know. I don't make the rules. And they hit a deep pass over the middle. So not a great sequence of events there for Hofstra. Now coming up on 4 minutes to play. They throw out wide. Again, a missed tackle, but the second guy able to clean it up. Just a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9 now. Running the play clock down. Oluwave trying to get to the edge. He will not. 15 is going to turn the corner. And they're well into Hofstra territory now. Any last glimmers of hope are fading away very fast as they run a little pulling lineman play there, and they get all the way down to the 13-yard line. It didn't look like he made the 13. It looked more like the 15. But what do I know? Generous spot. Now they throw this one out and get another 8 yards down to the 5-yard line. 2:33 on the clock here. And they're just going to walk into the end zone, number 20 in the handoff. 2:30 left, 35-9. Hofstra, it's all over except just figuring out the final score, I think, as they finally get an explosive pass play down the field to Moore. Probably too little too late on that. Now Hines goes hurry up here in the same formation. He's got a guy over the middle, but that throw's just out of reach for him. So here they're going to come back quads to the field side, or the boundary side rather, and they break the coverage, it looks like, as Keyshawn Robinson gets wide open on a fly route to the end zone. Touchdown Hofstra. So the Pride get back within 20 as they try to go for 2 now. They're going to swing this one out, and Moore is going nowhere as 2 guys converge, tackle him for a loss. So it's 35-15 now on the scoreboard, and the onside kick is free, and Hofstra is able to recover it. So that is my first onside kick recovery in this game yet. Wish I could have chosen a better time for it because we're going to lose anyway. And, oh man, Hines is going to get sacked and fumbled, and 55 is going to pick it up, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. It's now 42-15. That's pretty brutal because 35-15 doesn't look that bad on paper. 42-15 looks noticeably worse. And this ball out to was at CJ Peaks, who decided he didn't want to turn around. Ball just hits him in the back of the leg. Now it's 2nd and 10. They're going single high, so the usual is not open. They throw this one. Lucky that's not intercepted. 3rd and 10 now. Just trying to make something happen. Getting a little desperate. They throw towards the middle. Again, that one knocked down as the defender's able to drop back into the throwing lane. Now Hines here. He's looking for his running back on the wheel on mesh rail. And looks like
defenders come back to the ball, but
okay, that's the last time I'm going to complain. That was a really stupid throw by me, but I blamed it on the game. Now a handoff as Washington State can just run out the clock or run into the end zone, whichever happens first. We are hoping the clock runs out first. So they go out wide here on a screen. They're still throwing the ball because they hate us. And now this will be the last play of the game with 3-2 on the play clock. And just a handoff up the middle, and ooh, he does get the first down, but they do get the stop. That's the end of your ball game as Washington State takes down Hofstra 42-14. Just a rough go of it for Hofstra. A lot of turnovers, and they just couldn't get out of their own way, and the offense didn't really play well. We didn't move the ball well in the air or on the ground. Honestly, I had to. First time I started this game, I realized I didn't boot up the stream, so it wasn't recording. So I had to quit out and do it again. And the first time we were going to kick the ball, and then the second time we received the ball, so the vibes were just off after that. As I said, the stats were pretty bad. 137 passing. We had 56 yards rushing as a team. Just an all-around disaster. Just with those 2 explosive plays too. That last drive, if we didn't have that last touchdown drive, I wonder just how bad our numbers would look. But we're on to next week. We're on to a Bowling Green game. We've got 4 guys coming in. Rodney Cano, Quan Addison, JoJo Minor out of Blairstown, New Jersey, local kid. We're trying to sign him up quick. And then Joey Jorgensen out of New Haven, Connecticut. Says he wants to come down to Long Island and try some pizza that's actually good. Tyler Ricks here. We're going to pull him off the board. Brought him in for the Arizona visit, but he has boxed us out of his top 3. So, and then we're going to add Calvin Westerman to the board. Sean Crawpog, a vertical threat tight end. Jaden O'Dwyer. And the best name, perhaps of all, J.J. Dwumfor, a left guard out of Bryan, Texas. That'll do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Here's a quick glimpse at Bowling Green State's schedule. If you did enjoy this, please like and subscribe. Come back next time as we play a home game against the Bowling Green Falcons with some important recruits in attendance and against a MAC team that could be our future conference. I don't know. We got to talk about that soon.